It's Woman Crush Wednesday, and what better way to start your beautiful morning than with two beautiful, gorgeous women gracing your presence. It doesn't matter if you don't think we're beautiful. We think we're beautiful, and that's all that matters. How you doing, sweetie? Poo, 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 poo.
Love that. I am beautiful. I am doing beautiful.
You're doing beautifully.
Yes. On this
Wednesday
what day
morning.
is it? Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, ne?
Yesterday I was in a cab and somebody was asking me, what day is it today? I'm like, colleague, what day it is? What a good question.
What a good
I just know it's another
question.
working day. When it's not working days, I'll also not.
You'll
I'll know. Yeah. When it's Friday, I'll know. I
But
think the only day I know is Friday.
But Sabawell, to just not know what the day of the week is because you're just so relaxed. Like you're not worried about going to work or going to school. You're on vacation. You just don't know what day it is.
You just live your life.
You just live your life. Like, hi, well, when is it our turn?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
But I think it depends also. The choice is always yours to choose the kind of life setup that you want. Yeah. Most of you want money. Others want time.
Others want love.
Others want love. Others want relationships. It just depends on, I think, what you want to achieve in this life, and then you sort of set up your life according to what you want.
You know, some days I want love, but every day I want money.
money.
Oh, every day on this God's green earth, I want money.
Yeah.
Yeah, money is nice.
No, every day I want peace. Every day I want peace.
And it's important to pray for peace, to pray for a calm heart.
Yes,
and a
just
calm
to be
spirit.
relaxed. Like even if people are being
funny and talking about you, talking, you know, they're just chitter-chatter. You're just in your
just
own
have
lane.
a calmness to
Just
you.
like,
I think that's what I desire every day. Everything else, money, love, yeah, they can come after.
You can come after, but
Yeah.
peace is
But
absolutely important.
peace is, I want to just be, I don't want to be bothered by anything. Yes, certain things will bother me, but not to the extent that I lose it completely. Like, I should be able to say, hey, this is going on. This is a problem. How do I deal with it? How do I find my peace in it or with it? Yeah.
And you know, that's one of the things that I admire about you, your nonchalantness.
You need to be
I
calm.
I want to be as unbothered as you are. You're just there like, it is what it is.
It is, but because what can I do? Most
out
of
of your
the
control.
things are out of my control. I'm not going to lose sleep or be angry the rest of my life for things that are out of my control. If I can control it, yeah, I'll change it. But if not, I move.
There's that prayer that says, what? God, grant me the, what? The wisdom. No. Grant me the serenity. No, you know what? Just Google it. I just know that towards the end it says, give me the wisdom to know the difference between both. It's like, grant me the serenity to
Don't ask
accept
me.
the
I don't know
things.
that scripture.
What
so I
to
can't.
accept? No, it's not a scripture. It's just a prayer that
it's
you
just
know
a prayer.
people, started saying to basically say, help me to be at peace with the things that I can't change. Give me the courage to change the things that I can, and give me the wisdom to know the difference.
I think that's a good prayer. That's a good prayer.
Yeah.
Especially for me. Like, I think I'll start doing that early in the morning.
We just need to make sure that we are telling the viewers
Because the truth.
because
It's not a fact.
it's not a fact,
It's not a
okay?
fact. This is what she thinks. She's recalling it.
I'm recalling
Yes.
it, yes.
But even
this
if,
one.
But if, go ahead.
Lord, grant me the serenity. It's called the serenity prayer, all right? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Nice. All right. And on that note, we will be changing your morning with the stories that matter to you in the world of entertainment and bizarre news, and also conversations that might inspire you. I can't promise you'll be inspired, but maybe there's a possibility, you might be inspired. After the break, we'll be right back.
E-ticket. your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now, this morning we are starting with some prison news, starting with R. Kelly, who was rushed to hospital after what his legal team is calling a near-fatal overdose in prison. The 58-year-old singer, currently serving a 30-year sentence in North Carolina for sex trafficking and racketeering, was placed in isolation on June 10th with anxiety medication. Just 3 days later, he collapsed and was rushed to Duke University Hospital. After 2 days under observation, he was returned to his cell. But now things have taken an even darker turn. Kelly's attorney, Bo Brindley, has filed an emergency motion claiming this was no accident. He believes the singer was intentionally given a dangerously high dose of medication by prison staff, something he says jeopardized his life and nearly ended it. This is Brindley's third attempt to get Kelly released from prison, and now he's turning to none other than former president, or rather current President Donald Trump, asking him to step in and grant clemency. The motion also includes a shocking statement from fellow inmate Michael Glenn Stein, who claims 3 high-ranking prison officials asked him to kill Kelly. Stein, who says he was once a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, alleges he was promised freedom if he carried out the hit. He also claims he has terminal cancer and ultimately told Kelly about the plot after deciding not to go through with it. Kelly's legal team believes the threats are serious and ongoing. He is not safe in federal custody, Brindley told People magazine. Keeping him there under these conditions is cruel and unusual punishment. Interestingly, Trump recently said he would consider pardoning Sean Diddy Combs, who's facing similar federal charges, adding, "If I think someone was mistreated, it wouldn't matter whether they like me or not." So the big question remains, will Trump intervene, or will R. Kelly's legal battles and now life-threatening allegations continue behind bars?
Wow, it's a sad story here. It just goes to show that you're not safe anywhere. You're not safe in prison. You're not safe outside of it. You are just not safe. And if it's true, I think it's sad.
Yeah, but then the thing is, how do we know if it's true,
yes.
or if it's just another ploy to get him out of prison?
Yeah.
Because I don't think R. Kelly's adjusting well to prison. To be honest, I don't think anyone can adjust
Just
well to prison.
yeah.
But it could just be another attempt
For him to go.
for him to get out, you know.
Yeah.
Because these allegations, there's no proof. It's just your word versus his word. So it's like,
But
okay,
he
so
did overdose.
he did overdose.
And he did get the medication from prison staff.
We don't know if he got because the thing is, he could have gotten just his normal medication.
From where?
I
Because you
don't
don't
know.
keep medication in your cell, so somebody has to give it to you.
But with prison and with the kind of status and influence that R. Kelly has,
Yeah.
you know, somebody could slip him something. So we don't know. And I've watched too many shows whereby these prisoners come up with these escape plans.
Yes.
Some will even ask somebody to shiv them so that they can start bleeding, and then they go to the hospital, and then they run away.
They escape.
They escape.
From the prison.
So
yeah.
it's one of those things whereby it's like, is this fact or fiction?
But anyway, I don't know what to say about this story. But moving on from the story that we all woke up to this morning, I saw this at 5 a.m. I was like,
What happened?
I just went on social media, and then I'm like,
Yes, so this is breaking news.
This is breaking news. Tyler Perry is being sued for $260 million over sexual assault claims, which he has denied. Last week, a lawsuit was filed against the actor and filmmaker on Friday the 13th of June by Derek Dixon, who plays the character of Dale in Perry's show, The Oval. In the complaint, Dixon alleges a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry, and is suing the filmmaker for alleged quid pro quo sexual harassment, work environment harassment, and many more. The lawsuit alleges Perry promised Dixon career advancement and creative opportunities, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault, and battery, and the professional retaliation when Master Dixon did not reciprocate Master Perry's unwanted advances. According to the lawsuit, Dixon and Perry met in 2019 while Dixon worked for an event company that was hired to plan the opening party for Tyler Perry Studios. Now, Dixon claims he was assigned a role at the party that required frequent conversation with Tyler Perry. According to the lawsuit, the Madea filmmaker and Dixon exchanged phone numbers at the end of the party, and Perry began asking the then aspiring actor about his goals. The lawsuit states that Perry cast Dixon in his show, Ruthless, and began sending Dixon strange messages. In January 2020, the lawsuit alleges Perry invited Dixon to his home in Georgia, where they drank alcoholic drinks and had friendly conversations. The lawsuit continues that at the end of the night, Perry told Dixon not to drive home and offered Dixon the guest room in his home. The lawsuit alleges Perry assaulted Dixon that night, and so forth and so on. I'm not going to read the entire details of the lawsuit. Yes. But Tyler has denied these allegations. So this is allegedly. We are saying allegedly.
This is not confirmed yet. And there's that whole thing of innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
But then now we also live in a time where we have to believe the victim. You understand? Like if somebody comes out with their story, we naturally side with the victim, the alleged victim. And then sometimes it turns out that no, it was just a scam, or they just wanted their 5 minutes of fame.
And it's complicated when a celebrity is involved.
Yes.
Because we know that people sometimes just really want that 5 minutes of fame, and they use these celebrities to, get that fame because they know that these celebrities have that claim.
Yes.
Has that clout, rather. But we also live in times where these things are happening. Sexual assault is really happening
especially
in our
with
communities,
people who have power.
Especially with people with power. There is something couch scouting.
Yes, couch casting.
Couch
casting. Yes.
So that also exists. So we cannot say
it's untrue.
It's untrue.
But we also can't say it's true.
Yeah.
We just have to wait for the story. We just have to wait for the facts. We have to wait for the court, I guess, to decide what is the chat, because we cannot say anything lest we be sued.
We
so
cannot decide. We are just giving you the information as we see it. So this story, if you want more information about it, you can literally just go on Google. All the reports, it's on everywhere, basically.
Just Google Tyler Perry, the story will come out.
Many
news sources
with many verified news sources talking about it and reporting on it. So
and
it's not only us.
It's not only us.
Yeah.
And recently there was a picture of him on a yacht with a guy. And everybody started speculating and saying, why is he on a yacht with a guy?
What's
is it
wrong
because
with going
gay or
on
whatnot?
a yacht with men?
So, yeah. People were saying or alleging that it was a lover's getaway. I'm like, being a celebrity is hard.
Being a celebrity is hard. Do not aspire to be famous. Don't be like Diana. Leave these fame things alone.
I want fame, I want fortune, I want money.
Nah, live a peaceful life.
Like Aina.
Like me. But nonetheless, we are going to our interview. We are going to talk about an Airbnb that is located on 77 on Independence that you can also book if you want a getaway as well.
Airbnb are more than a stay, it's an experience. Today I am joined by the gorgeous Phenombili Shapumba. She is the manager right here at Topewa Airbnb, and she's going to be telling us all about, how you can make this place your home away from home. Topewa, Phenombili, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Aina?
I'm fantastic. So tell us a little bit about yourself and a bit about, the Topewa Airbnb.
All right. So the Topewa Airbnb initially it was supposed to start off as a small project, but we saw the potential behind it and decided to make it an Airbnb, specifically because it's in CBD, so everything is quite accessible, and we figured it would be a good business venture, especially for guests that are traveling to Windhoek.
Awesome stuff. Talk to us about some of the features of this apartment that you would think your guests would potentially love the most.
Okay, like I said, it's in CBD, so that's quite a catch for most guests because everything is accessible. If you want the mall, it's a walking distance. If you have a meeting for guests that are coming for business, there are cafes all over, and for tourists, we have the museum. It's also a walkable distance from here. So yeah, mostly that.
Okay, and can you give us a layout of the design of the Airbnb? What can we expect in terms of interior?
All right, like I said, it was supposed to be a small project when we decided to make it an Airbnb. So we decided that we wanted the place to be cozy, first of all, so the guests can feel at home when they come here. As you can see, it's very minimalist. There's not much going on, but it's functional.
Okay, and what kind of experience do you aim to then offer your guests who are coming here?
Okay, we want the guests when they come here, they should feel at home. They shouldn't, that's why we made it cozy. They shouldn't feel like they are booked somewhere far. So yeah, we want them to feel at home.
Yeah. So what type of guests are you looking to house here? Are you looking at travelers? Are you looking at locals? Are you looking at maybe, tourists, or is it a mix of both, and why is that?
I think we are open to catering all guests, either tourists or just locals that are coming to Windhoek for business or maybe even leisure. We are open to that because, and for the tourists, we want to hear the background where they come from, and at least also just when they leave, they can go and tell it as a referral to others.
Yeah. All right, Phenombili, talk to us about how one can book for a staycation in this particular place. How does one go about that? What are your communication modalities, if any, and so forth and so on?
Alright, so we are on bookings.com and Airbnbs as Topewa's Airbnb. Most guests usually book through bookings.com, so that's our most popular. But you can also reach us on our number, which is also on booking.com, and mostly that's our medium of communication, especially when the guests check in. That's how we communicate with them through our numbers.
Awesome stuff. I want you to talk to us about some of the finishing touches in the Topewa Airbnb. Like, what makes it a standout? I know you've mentioned that it's cozy, but so then what are some of the finishing touches that you have used just to, enhance, be it the lighting perhaps of the place, maybe to beautify it more, and so forth and so on? What are some of the unique touches that you have put in place to ensure that the place then comes together wholesomely?
Okay, it's a very modern apartment,
Yeah.
first of all, and it's fully furnished. We do have a washing machine. We have an oven if you want to grill something. We also have a functional fridge. And also for the bedrooms, we made sure to get the quality sheets for our guests because they deserve the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. What has been the most rewarding part of being an Airbnb host? Perhaps you can share some of, the moments and light-hearted stories between you and your guests, and, just things that you would feel or think they make this experience for you as a host worthwhile.
Okay, I think firstly it would be seeing guests give positive feedback. Just for a guest to say, oh no, I really enjoyed my stay here, it was lovely, I was comfortable. That's number one. And also second, having guests being comfortable with you to just, even if they want a tour of the city, they can ask, oh, could you link me up with this, or how do I go about that? Having guests being comfortable with you, yeah.
Awesome stuff. With any business challenges, what should you say are some of the challenges that you have encountered in the short-term rental business?
Okay, first it's the juggling between having guests signing out and then guests that have to get checked in, especially at a short period of time. So now you have to be on top of things and rush things to make the apartment cleaner for the guests that I had to check in, so that can be a bit tricky. And also the last minute booking sometimes, because you'd have guests just book the night prior and they want to come the next day, so now you have to come and see if everything is in order here.
Yeah,
that can also be tricky. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of maintenance and cleaning and ensuring that the place is ready for the other guests, how do you then maintain this place? Do you have somebody who comes in and does your laundry? Do you do it yourself? Do guests need to do it themselves in terms of, services within the Airbnb? Walk us through that process.
Oh no, we do have a cleaning team that comes in when guests have checked out. So they come in, they clean, wash the sheets, tidy up the place, just so they can ensure that the next guests that book in, they have a comfortable stay.
Awesome. We will be right back. Please do stick around after the break.
Well, there you have it. If you're looking for a home away from home, 77 on Independence, or rather that specific Airbnb
yes.
at 77 on Independence has you covered. From Diana Master and Aina Riza Kweyo, this has been another amazing edition of Smell the Coffee. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place.